Okay, so here's a thought. What if the physical development of your brain and your psychological growth as a person aren't two separate things? What if they're actually two parts of the very same story? Today, we're going to explore that exact connection, and it might just change how you see your own life's journey.
And that brings us right to the heart of it all. This is the big question we're tackling. Is that physical organ in your skull, is it actually developing in lockstep with your sense of self, with your consciousness? Let's dive in and find out.
All right, to really get our heads around this, we're going to use a simple but honestly, a really powerful metaphor that comes straight from the research we're looking at today.
So let's break this down. Think of your brain as the hardware, the physical, biological structure. And your consciousness, your ego, that's the software. It's the operating system you're running to make sense of the world. What's so cool about this idea is that it merges findings from a Cambridge University brain study with Dr. Suzanne Cook-Gruder's incredible work on ego development.
So how do this hardware and software actually evolve together through a person's life? Well, we're about to take a journey through a whole lifetime, and we're going to see how each major hardware upgrade in the brain allows for newer, more complex software to run. So researchers basically map our entire lives through these 5 distinct neurological phases. As you can see, our brains are in this constant state of change, of reorganization, from that explosive growth in infancy all the way to a kind of elegant simplification in our later years. So let's zoom in on 2 of the most transformative phases of all.
I want you to think back to being a teenager. It's a time of massive internal change, right? It feels like chaos. Well, that's because your brain's hardware is literally going through a huge reorganization. But it's not just chaos, it's a necessary upgrade that for the first time allows the software of you to run abstract thoughts and to ask that huge, kind of terrifying question, who am I? And then we hit adulthood. This is where the brain's hardware reaches its peak integration. The different regions are communicating more effectively than they ever have before. This powerful biological platform is what allows us to run our most sophisticated software yet, the kind that enables deep self-reflection and really complex collaboration with others. And this quote just brilliantly captures the final stage. In our later years, as the brain's neural connections begin to gradually simplify, there's often this really profound psychological shift. The source material captures it perfectly. It's a move away from constant doing and control and a move toward a sense of synthesis, of meaning, and of just being. So, what's the big takeaway here? Why is looking at our lives this way so important? Well, it's really all about understanding the fundamental direction of our growth as human beings. You see, the journey for both our hardware and our software seems to follow the exact same path. We start out in a state of fragmentation with all these separate functions, but over a lifetime, our development is this constant movement towards integration, towards becoming a more connected and whole self. So here's the crucial point. Your personal growth isn't just about changing your habits. It's structural. It's evolutionary. Your biology provides the physical framework, and your consciousness is what fills that framework up with meaning. And realizing this can help us have so much more compassion for ourselves and for others wherever we happen to be on our path. And that leaves us with one final thought to take with you. Looking at your own life, your own thoughts, your own sense of self right now, in this moment, what software are you running today?